Everyone, it's TJ, the Stereo-Bargainphile, and I am very pumped up today, you all, because today I'm going to be dropping my video of my top bargain picks of 2020 with audio gear and speakers. That's right, you all, my top bargain picks of 2020 with audio gear and speakers. I have 5 top picks for y'all. Now, all my top 5 picks I already have a full video review of that you can find on my channel. Today, I just wanted to add them all in together because to me, all of my top 5 picks are a big bang for the buck. And I don't want to take up a whole lot of your all's time. I want to get straight to the point so you come back and watch my videos. So first off, I want to start out with an integrated amp. Now this is a budget integrated amp that I can get over here in the US for $549 US. And that is, most of you probably already guessed it, the IOTAVX SA3 Integrated Amplifier. And I've had so much fun with this integrated amplifier, you all. It is truly a sweet gem of an integrated amplifier. And you know, I've put a lot of hours on this integrated amplifier. It has passed the test. I've had dozens and dozens of speakers paired up with the IOTA, and it's been a lot of fun. And one of the great things about the IOTA SA3 is that it's very well balanced, meaning with the low end, the mid-range, and the top end, there's not one overshadowing the other, and that is really great. Another thing that I like about it a lot is that it's not too warm sounding and it's not too cool sounding. It's almost neutral sounding. I would say it just has a little bit of warmth to it. And another thing a lot of you already know out there that I really enjoy about the IOTA is that in that upper mid-range, well, I'd say about the mid-range to the upper mid-range, it has this sweet vintage flavor to it. And that top end can have a nice sparkle to it. The low-end bass is strong and stern, especially for the size of this Class AB amplifier. You know, it puts out 45 watts at 8 ohms and 90 watts at 4 ohms. But the low end isn't overly muscular, but it is strong and stern. But I've had a lot of fun, you know, with the IOTAVX. The only thing about it is it's a very revealing integrated amplifier. Meaning if you feed it a bad source or a bad recording, then that's what you're going to get out of it. If you feed it a really good recording, then that's what you're going to get out of it. But I've had a lot of fun with the IOTA SA3. It does make for a really easy recommendation. I mean, when I had the bookshelf speakers in the Triangle Borea 3, a lot of y'all know by the Bro 3s. When I had it hooked up to the IOTA SA3 and I was just sitting back listening to Tom Petty, I won't forget this. When I was sitting there listening, I started questioning myself why I had, you know, $6,000 to $7,000 in my reference system when, you know, the IOTA SA3 is $549 US. The Triangle Bro 3 stand mount or bookshelf speakers are $549 US. A total of $1,100 US. And that system was sounding every bit of 70% of my $6,000 to $7,000 stereo system. That was pretty special. Now I know Zero Fidelity, another YouTube stereo reviewer out there, he actually has a video review on that. You should go and check that out. But yes, this is one of my top bargain picks of 2020 is the IOTAVX SA3. So now let's get to my second pick. And my second pick is going to be, that's right, you all probably knew it was coming, was my CD transport. This is not a CD player. This is the Audiolab CDT 6000, which is basically just a CD transport. And I really like this transport a lot. As you can see, it has detachable power cable in the back. You have a toggle switch off and on. You have only 2 digital outputs. Again, it's a CD transport. There's no built-in DAC inside. But Audiolab built this CD transport. They built it like a tank, weighing in at 11 pounds. It also has, you know, a good-sized toroidal transformer built inside. And the CD mech built inside of the CDT 6000 is the same CD mech that Audiolab puts in their higher-end CD players. And as you can see, we have the front slot design, nice OLED screen, and for $549 at US that you can get at Audio Advisor at Hi-Fi Heaven. It has been a really solid choice for me. And I think it is a big bang for the buck. I mean, I liked it so much, you all, that I ordered a black one also. If you want to go check out my community page, I have a picture of both of them together. And one thing I will say about the Audiolab CD6000 is it's been very reliable. I have put thousands of hours on this CD transport, especially when I'm testing out new DACs that I get into the channel, and even when I get integrated amplifiers into this channel, whether it's solid state or a tube integrated amp, I will actually use this CD transport, run it to one of my DACs, hit repeat on the CD so it just keeps playing. That way on my integrated amplifiers, a lot of them have a safety feature where if that integrated amplifier don't hear a signal, it turns it off to save energy. But when I get these integrated amps in, I want to make sure I at least have 100 hours of burn-in time. So one of the ways that I do this is I just hit repeat on the Audiolab CD T6000. I may leave for work, come back. I just want to make sure audio gear I get into the channel has a full burn-in before I give it any kind of review. But anyways, it has been a very reliable CD transport. It is very fast. I can skip song to songs, rewind, fast forward, and it's been great. But anyways, that's my second bargain pick of 2020, and I do believe it is a big bang for the buck. So now, let's get to number 3. And yes, my third pick is just a Bluetooth receiver, the i5 Blue ZEN, coming in at $129 a US that you can get at i5 Audio. This is basically just a Bluetooth receiver, but it is built like a tank, heavy duty, and it does have a ESS DAC chip built inside that i5 Audio calls audiophile quality. And I must tell you, I'm very impressed with this Bluetooth receiver. Now the built-in DAC inside, you can't use it as a standalone DAC, you can only use it with the Bluetooth receiver. But on the back you have analog outputs, single-ended, and over here on the far end, which I have an overview of video of the i5 if you want to check it out, ZEN Blue, it has the 4.4 analog balanced output also. And then you have a switch here where you go back and forth to digital. You could actually send a digital coax or digital optical output. Now the i5 ZEN Blue does have the newest Qualcomm 5100, which is basically Bluetooth 5.0. So we have all the latest and greatest Bluetooth codecs, SBC, AAC, aptX, aptX HD. We even have Sony's LDAC, and even, what else is it? HWA or WHA. But anyway, these codecs can go all the way up to 24-bit and 96 kilohertz. And I've been very impressed with i5 Audio ZEN Blue. For the money, I mean, you can just hook up, well, it actually comes with some purple analog RC outputs, and you can easily just hook it up to the back, hook it up to a vintage receiver, a vintage integrated amplifier. You can hook it straight up to a preamp, and it does sound really good for its price point. I've had a lot of fun with the i5 ZEN Blue. And here soon, another YouTube reviewer, Audio Science, he is actually going to have some measurements coming up soon on video of the i5 ZEN Blue, and I can't wait to see his video, because for its price point, in my opinion, it is a big bang for the buck. So now, let's get to my number 4th pick. And yes, number 4, I have the Aune X8 Majic DAC, coming in at $299 at US. It's basically, you can use it as a preamp or a DAC. Now, if I was going to use it as a preamp, I'd probably use that with a headphone setup or active speakers. Now, you can see it doesn't come with the volume control. It will come with the power supply and everything you need. We have different filters in the front. But one thing that I loved about the Aune X8 Majic Dac, coming in at $299 US at Hi-Fi is it's field programmable gate rated, which means you can change out the op amps on the bottom of the DAC to kind of help you out, tailor the sound, you know, to get good synergy with your system. You know, it's not like one op amp's going to be better than the other. Here are the Burson Vivids. Here are the Burson Classics. And I have in here in the bottom the Sparkos SS3602 dual discrete op amp. And this really allows me, then I have some just regular cheaper op amps. Now here's the one, the JRC's 5532s. That's a pretty good op amp for real. But anyways, I've had a lot of fun with the Aune X8 Majic Dac. I've had a lot of different, you know, had it hooked up to every amplifier that I have, and it has been very dependable. Really heavy, solid weight. It will decode DSD up to 512 PCM. I think it goes up to 32 bits at 768 kilohertz. And for $299 US, it is a big bang for the buck. So now for my number 5th pick of my top 2020 bargain picks. And this one, last but not least, is going to be a speaker for you all. That's right. I have a speaker for you all, and I hope this camera is picking this up. Let me make sure. Oh yeah. But anyways, what y'all have here in front of you is the JBL Studio 530 stand mount speaker, bookshelf speaker. As you can see in the back, you can go ahead and buy amp if you want to. Now this speaker comes with a compression driver for the actual tweeter. Then you see we have this horn loaded design. I'll take off this front grill. We have a 5 1/4 inch mid-range driver. Now I do have a video review of these also, where I take them apart for y'all and show you, you know, that the magnet built on the other side of the mid-range driver, it's a double row magnet. And you can catch these speakers on sale at JBL. A couple of days ago, they had them for $349 US. Now, normally, they sell for $599 US. But at its $349 price point, yes, the JBL Studio 530, in my opinion, you do get a big bang for the buck, especially at $349 US. Now, they used to sell them, when they had them on sale, JBL, for $299 US. But I know shipping has really went up lately. So $349.99 may be the new number, but it's still a great deal. I mean, that's not a whole lot of money for the quality of sound. And these little speakers will surprise you with the bass. Now, I'd recommend using these speakers from a desktop to a near-field room. You might get by with a small room. But anyways, you all, that pretty much wraps it up for me today. I've had a lot of fun with these JBL Studio 530s. And like I said in my video review, I would recommend a Class AB amplifier, you know, somewhere between 60 and 70 watts to be able to drive these speakers properly. That way you get that full flesh and that full body sound. I know you can hook up, you know, a 35 watt to a 50 watt Class AB amplifier to them, and it'll drive them. But you're not going to get that full body sound, that low end torque, you know, that heft to the overall sound. But I still think it is one sweet speaker, and this was my 5 top bargain picks of 2020 that I consider a big bang for the buck. Until next time, this is TJ, the Stereo-Bargainphile. All credits of background music to Chris Stapleton.